Hey there family, Peter here. Thank you for clicking on today's video, which is titled The Hidden Message in the wonderful Disney movie Soul. So thanks again for coming to my channel. Do me a tiny favor, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell to make sure you're notified each Thursday when I post a brand new video. And if you feel so inclined, feel free to share this video, comment on it, like it, all that good stuff. Now let's get into the heart of today's topic. So the hidden message in the wonderful Disney movie Soul. Now before I get into it, if you haven't seen the movie, don't worry, I will not spoil it for you. But be sure to check it out after you watch this video, because trust me, you'll find it so heartwarming and so inspiring in so many ways. So Soul is an amazing movie filled with rich characters and absolutely amazing animation from Disney. Everything just flows so well about it. It's such a feel-good movie. And the big thing that I love about it was the jazz. If you're a jazz fan, man, you'll absolutely be in love with Soul. But here's the thing about Soul that is really important to me, and if you're not paying attention, you can miss it. And its whole emphasis is the emphasis it places on mental health. In particular, it really pushes the notion of living in the moment, being present, or what we refer to in psychotherapy as existing in the here and now. So when we exist in the here and now, it's a fantastic place to be from a mental health standpoint, because when you're living in the moment, what you don't do is dwell on the past, and you don't obsess over the future, because you know you can't control it. All you can do is control this moment that you're in, and that puts you in a good place. If you're not living in the present, again, as I mentioned, you're going to obsess over the past, and you're going to obsess over the future or worry over the future. And those things for a lot of people can trigger anxiety and depression. So as you can see, being present and being in the moment is really important to our overall mental health. And Soul taps into this in the most magical and the most subtle of ways through the main character, Joe Gardner, who is a jazz musician and a part-time middle school teacher. And what Joe was able to learn throughout the movie is this whole idea that there's a fine line between being in the zone and being obsessed, right? And being in the zone is really where, for example, as a musician, where you can do no wrong on a keyboard or on the drums. Maybe you're a basketball player that's just in that zone and you're not missing a shot that day. A zone can be anything. And so there's that fine line between being the zone and being obsessed. But if you happen to flip over into obsession, right? You're in the zone, but you've become obsessed with whatever you're doing. What it prevents you from doing is living in the moment, right? Being in the here and now, being present. And so what will happen in that situation is you miss out on life. You're so obsessed with what you're doing that you forget about the important things, your relationships with your loved ones and your friends. You forget about smelling the roses. You forget about just living. And ultimately, what that can do is affect your overall health. Not just your mental health, but your physical health. So you see, what the movie really does really well is to say, be careful about moving from being in the zone into becoming obsessed, and in doing so, you forget to live. And when we think of obsession, it may not have to be things like work, right? It could be anything in your life. Perhaps you're obsessed about having 20-inch biceps. So you spend hours on end in the gym, forgetting to just be out in the sun, hanging out with friends once in a while. Perhaps you are an artist, you're a part-time artist, and you want to paint all the time. And you're just spending hours on end till late night just painting, and you forget that there's a world outside there that you can explore and be in the moment and just be at peace. You forget about those things when you become so obsessed. And again, that can involve anything. And for Joe Gardner in Soul, that was the big thing. He was so preoccupied with checking boxes and being in the zone and becoming obsessed that he forgot to live. And that was the big message behind Soul, is to, again, be in the moment, be present. Don't forget to live, because before you know it, life could be gone just like that. So I hope this message resonates really well with you. And I hope you recognize the benefits of being present, being in the here and now, not dwelling so much on the past and not obsessing so much about the future. This is the space you want to be in, because you only have the moment that you are in. You can't change the past, and the future is unknown. And don't forget, go check out Soul and try to find that hidden message. It's not so hidden, but if you blink, you can miss it. In the meantime, family, stay well.